So you're all very welcome. The visit from President Biden was a landmark, not just for this year, but for Ireland, and a visit that has done much to further enhance and just emphasise the connections between Ireland and America. As a Mayo man, I particular note of the last thing he said when he left, which was Mayo for Sam, and unfortunately he fell into that same trap that we all have for 70 years. So we're back for another year, and Dublin are there again. But look, we're delighted again at Dublin Airport to be headline sponsor for tonight's soiree. An opportunity to thank everybody that's been working in the industry, and really to recognise changes since this time last year in the market. It's been a busy year so far in Dublin Airport, with more than 15 million passengers having travelled for the first 6 months of the year. And in fact, June was the busiest month of the year so far, with 3.2 million passengers. That's the same level of activity that we had in June 2019. So on pretty much every metric, we are back to where we were, and in many metrics we're back plus a little bit extra. And of course, within that, we're seeing really strong flows in traffic and pretty much exceptional demand on the US market. And in the month of June, travel between the two markets, close to 500,000 passengers. It is phenomenal. And interesting again to hear the ambassador call out number one per capita. We won't get to number one in total market size, I would say, but it's no surprise, I think, to people in the market that we're number one per capita, because we travel so much and so frequently in Ireland, and the industry and the connections are so important to us. So we were delighted to welcome back 14 US routes to the Dublin Airport scheduled this summer, and we also celebrated the addition of Aer Lingus' Cleveland, Ohio service, first-time connection to that market. And together with the 4 airline partners that fly between Dublin and the US, there's an incredible 183 flights a week to 15 destinations. Our airline customers, Aer Lingus, American, Delta and United, all represented here, and their routes and destinations serving the US will help further grow tourism and trade between Ireland and the US. As mentioned earlier, we are the only capital city airport in Europe to offer US pre-clearance, and as a result we offer US passengers greater connections through Dublin and onward across Europe. And I think we're going to see that not just convenience of connection, but fuel efficiency and green efficiency in that connection through Dublin enhanced and promoted to a greater extent. Connecting in Dublin isn't just more efficient, it is actually greener than any other connection in that direction than the other choices that are being offered across the networks. So I started by quoting President Biden, and I think when he visited the Irish Parliament, he praised the enduring strength of the US-Ireland partnership and relationship. And I think the enduring strength of that is seen in our travel connections and the resumption, now that we're back to full travel and full connectivity, which is really welcome, particularly when we compare to where we were this time last year. Now, I'm an accountant and I like my numbers, and if you just bear with me, there will be some results at the end of this section. So I just wanted to use some numbers here to just highlight some key facts that you might find useful in the pub quiz sometime soon. Passenger numbers are up 32% year to date. We fly to over 180 destinations worldwide at Dublin. We have an average of 100,000 passengers per day flying every day through summer 2023. With 45 airline customers. 98% of our passengers went through security in under 20 minutes. 78% of our passengers went through in under 10 minutes. With 40 food and beverage outlets, and some opened this month and more to open this month, so increased experience there. We won't forget 51st and Green, our dedicated lounge for US passengers. We have 15 destinations, 116,000 passengers on the busiest day so far this year, which was the 30th of June. We have 5 new C3 security machines, which enhance your travel through our security and as we continue to roll them out fully across our profile. And one of the things that we're particularly pleased about in very recent time is we have transformed all of our light and heavy fleet at the airport, 101 vehicles now being powered by hydro-treated vegetable oil. So there are 15 numbers on the screen, and as a small thank you for your continued support, there are numbers on your lanyards or your name badge. If your number is on the screen, you have won a fabulous hamper from our friends in the Loop at Dublin Airport. No need to come running in my direction. We'll provide those at the end of the evening if you've got one of those lucky numbers. So thank you very much and enjoy your evening.